Hey, what's up? It's Triggy. New project. We're going to be building a robotic hand that's controlled either by brainwaves or by electrical activity in a muscle. I haven't decided which yet. We're going to try both. You may recall the prosthetic elbow project from earlier. Well, it's 4 years and 2 engineering degrees later, so let's see if we can't do a little better. This video will focus on the fabrication of the hand itself. The plan is to find a happy medium between restoring the functionalities of the hand and keeping the controls simple and intuitive. To achieve this, our hand will be designed to recreate a grasping motion. This will replicate much of the functionality of the hand, such as picking up medium-sized objects, opening doors, and holding objects in place. And since only one motion needs to be addressed, the controls will be very straightforward. We'll start by modeling the parts with some free CAD software. The hand will consist of a palm, 4 fingers, and a thumb. The palm is a solid object with joints for the fingers to attach to. The fingers will consist of 3 segments, all identical except for the tip, which will have a fingernail. The thumb will consist of 2 of these segments plus 1 unique segment. Using identical segments for most of these parts keeps the hand modular and allows for easy replacement. The hand is also designed to fit together with standard M2 nuts and bolts, which are also easy to replace. I'll import the 3D models into Unity so we can model the hand dynamically with some C# scripts. I'll drag the components into the scene and arrange them as designed. I can add a few scripts to the fingers and palms so that the hand opens and closes with a single command. And we can even adjust the speed. I've gone ahead and 3D printed the segments, which attach together and are secured with M2 bolts as planned. You may have noticed some small holes going through the finger segments. This is because the motion of the fingers will be controlled with a piece of cord threaded through the segments. When the cord is pulled, the joints of the finger bend. I've gone ahead and attached all the fingers and the motion is exactly as we hoped. You may have been asking yourself why the thumb is so low, since that's not how an actual thumb looks. This is because if we leave the thumb in the neutral position, it won't help with the grasping motion. When we go to grasp an object, we reposition our thumb lower down, so that's the position the robotic hand will have by default. I may fix the lower joint of the thumb in an upper position in future versions to look more natural. One issue is that the fingers bend, but they don't straighten back out. In order to have the hand open by default, I've attached some elastic to each finger, which holds each finger under a small amount of tension. That way, when the cords are not being pulled, the fingers straighten out and the hand opens. We now have a good start on the hardware of our hand, and we'll leave it there for today. This is going to be a multi-part series. Next time we're going to be measuring brain activity, so stay tuned, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up to date with the project.